In recent years, North Korea has remained one of the most secretive and militarized countries in the world. Known for its tight control over internal affairs and external communications, North Korea has steadily advanced its military technology, despite facing intense international sanctions and global scrutiny. In 2026, the world once again turned its eyes towards the Korean peninsula as Pyongyang unveiled its latest missile launcher system, signaling not just technological advancement but a strategic message to the global community. The 2026 North Korea missile launcher is a part of the regime's long-standing ambition to establish a credible deterrence and maintain leverage in international affairs. This new system builds upon previous iterations, such as the NOTS series of missiles, but introduces enhanced mobility, range, and strike precision. So, what exactly is new in this 2026 model? Let's start with mobility, a critical element for any missile launcher. Unlike older systems that relied on modified civilian trucks or rudimentary carriers, the 2026 launcher appears to be mounted on a newly designed indigenous transporter erector launcher, or. This is likely developed domestically, showcasing North Korea's increasing self-reliance in military production. Reports and imagery suggest this features all-terrain capabilities, capable of traversing not just paved roads but also unpaved terrain, forest tracks, and snow-covered routes. This enhances North Korea's ability to deploy the launcher in difficult-to-predict locations, significantly complicating detection and preemptive strike capabilities by adversaries. The launcher appears to have a configuration that supports between 4 and 6 missiles at once, depending on their size, and is fitted with hydraulic systems for rapid vertical deployment. When it comes to the missile payload itself, analysts believe the 2026 launcher is capable of firing upgraded versions of the Hwasong series. These missiles may have improved range, potentially reaching up to 6,500 kilometers, bringing targets like Guam, Alaska, and possibly even parts of the U.S. mainland into reach. This marks a significant leap from previous models that were primarily regional in range. Moreover, the missiles launched from this system are believed to be equipped with solid-fuel engines. This change from liquid to solid fuel is a game-changer. Solid-fuel missiles require far less preparation time before launch and are easier to transport and conceal. That reduces the window for interception and boosts the system's survivability. Another key feature is the incorporation of decoys and maneuverable re-entry vehicles. These technologies are designed to defeat enemy missile defense systems by confusing radar and overwhelming interception systems. If confirmed, this would place North Korea in the elite group of nations with advanced counter-defense capabilities, alongside countries like the United States, China, and Russia. In terms of targeting, North Korea has historically relied on inertial guidance systems. But intelligence sources speculate that the 2026 missile system may use satellite-assisted navigation, potentially a domestically developed GNSS, Global Navigation Satellite System. Although North Korea's satellite capabilities are limited and somewhat primitive, they have been consistently launching satellites in recent years, possibly to support this initiative. Improved guidance means better accuracy and the ability to strike high-value targets with greater confidence. Now let's talk about command and control, an area where North Korea is typically tight-lipped. The 2026 system is rumored to integrate encrypted digital communication systems, allowing field commanders to receive launch orders with improved security. Although these systems are likely rudimentary by Western standards, they represent a leap forward from North Korea's previously communication methods. From a structural and design standpoint, the missile launcher has a rugged steel chassis with angled armor plating, suggesting some level of protection against small arms and shrapnel. However, this is not a combat vehicle designed for frontline use. It's built for stealth, surprise, and strategic deployment. The driver's cabin and crew compartments are reinforced, and it includes life support systems for extended missions. Let's take a moment to talk about North Korea's broader strategic doctrine. The 2026 missile launcher fits within a strategy known as asymmetric deterrence. Unlike conventional powers, North Korea cannot match the military might of the US or South Korea in a head-to-head conflict. Instead, they invest in technologies that create high strategic value at relatively low cost. Missile launchers, especially mobile ones, fit this model perfectly. They are cheaper than warships or fighter jets and, when equipped with nuclear or long-range conventional warheads, pose a massive threat. The deployment of the 2026 launcher also reflects North Korea's commitment to a survivable second strike capability. In simple terms, this means having the capacity to retaliate even after being attacked. Mobile launchers are key to this doctrine because they can hide, move, and strike from unexpected places, making them hard to eliminate in a first strike. Interestingly, some observers have noted that this new missile launcher may serve a dual role not only for launching missiles but also as a psychological tool. Every test, every parade appearance, and every satellite image serves as a message to both internal and external audiences. For the North Korean public, it's proof of strength and resilience. For the world, especially regional powers like Japan and South Korea, it's a warning: we are capable, and we are watching. Speaking of regional reactions, the unveiling of this new missile launcher has not gone unnoticed. South Korea has accelerated its missile defense upgrades, including the deployment of additional THAAD systems and indigenous interceptor programs. Japan, too, has responded with increased investment in long-range strike capabilities, which marks a shift from its traditionally defensive posture. Meanwhile, the United States has reiterated its commitment to defending its allies and has conducted joint military drills in the region as a show of force. These exercises are designed not just to demonstrate military readiness, but also to send a political signal: North Korea's threats will not go unanswered. China and Russia, on the other hand, have taken a more cautious approach. While both nations express concern over North Korea's missile program, they also criticize US military actions in the region as provocative. This complex geopolitical web makes the situation around the Korean peninsula a potential flashpoint for future conflict. From a technical perspective, international analysts are racing to understand the full capabilities of the 2026 missile launcher. Satellite imagery, ground-level photos, and intercepted communications are all being analyzed for clues. One challenge is distinguishing between prototypes, operational units, and mock-ups designed to mislead foreign observers. In terms of production scale, it's difficult to estimate how many of these systems North Korea can manufacture annually. Given the country's limited industrial base and international sanctions, it's unlikely to be mass-produced at the scale of US or Chinese systems. However, even a handful of mobile launchers can dramatically shift the strategic balance, especially when paired with nuclear or chemical warheads. Let's not forget the human element. Operating such a complex system requires trained personnel. North Korea has a vast military with a strong culture of discipline and secrecy. Their missile units undergo rigorous training, often in isolated facilities. These units are believed to practice frequent relocation drills, camouflage tactics, and simulated launches to stay combat ready. Another intriguing aspect is how North Korea has been able to sustain and advance its missile program despite sanctions. Much of this is attributed to illicit trade, cyber espionage, and reverse engineering of foreign technology. For example, components from various countries, including dual-use technology like precision gyroscopes and satellite parts, have occasionally found their way into North Korean hands through underground networks. In 2026, the introduction of this missile launcher doesn't just represent a new piece of hardware, it reflects a strategic, economic, and technological statement from Pyongyang. It says, "We are still here. We are still capable. And we are still a force to reckon with." This launch system also plays into North Korea's internal propaganda narrative. State-run media have featured the launcher in military parades, documentaries, and patriotic songs. These stories often portray the launcher as a symbol of national pride, technological brilliance, and self-reliance. However, there are risks. The more advanced North Korea's missile systems become, the greater the risk of miscalculation or unintended escalation. A launch intended as a test could be misinterpreted as an attack, leading to a rapid military response. That's why ongoing diplomatic engagement and crisis communication channels remain vital even when tensions are high. What does the future hold? Experts believe that this missile launcher could be a stepping stone toward more advanced systems, perhaps with hypersonic capabilities or submarine-based variants. North Korea has already hinted at developing submarine-launched ballistic missiles, SLBMs, and if successful, this would add another layer to their strategic deterrent. It's also possible that North Korea could export elements of this launcher system to allied or client states, similar to how countries like Iran or Syria have previously cooperated with North Korea on missile development. Such proliferation poses serious challenges to global arms control efforts. In conclusion, the 2026 North Korea missile launcher is more than just a piece of military equipment. It's a symbol of ambition, defiance, and calculated strategy. It showcases North Korea's ability to innovate under pressure and its determination to maintain a credible deterrent in a hostile world. While it raises alarms and demands a response from neighboring states and global powers, it also serves as a reminder that even isolated nations can have a profound impact on global security dynamics. Understanding this system, its capabilities, and its implications is not just a matter of military interest, it's essential for anyone who cares about peace and stability in one of the most volatile regions of the world. Whether it becomes a tool for intimidation or a bargaining chip in future negotiations remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: this missile launcher has changed the game.